Welcome to day 182 of TFIF 365. And today I was speaking to a friend, and then I was just sitting here trying to think about what I wanted to talk to you about. And today, yeah, what I wanted to talk to you about related to supremacy-free, coercion-free, discrimination-free, and exploitation-free. And the theme that keeps coming to mind is, are you a safe space for people to change their minds? Are you a safe space for people to change their minds? So much about this work, as I've said before, is about self-reflection, holding myself accountable, extending myself grace and self-love, and identifying and embracing my self-worth. And yet, there's so much about this work that will require people to change their minds. Um, there's so much about life. Let's step outside of this work for a moment. There's so much about life that requires people to change their minds. And are you a safe space for someone to change their mind with? If they make commitments to you today and they found out or they discover or they realize or they determined a week from now that keeping that commitment or whatever that agreement was is not in their best interest for whatever that is, are you a safe space for them to change their mind? Or are you someone who creates a situation where it's unsafe for them to change their mind? So basically, they are now put in a coercive situation, right? They're put themselves in a situation where they can be more easily exploited. You see where I'm going with this? If a person can't be, and I don't have to like it, and that's a whole nother thing. I ain't got to like that they change their mind. I can fucking disagree with it. I can think whatever I want to think about it. And yet, to limit or remove a person's agency to change their minds is a slippery slope to a world that replicates the harm that exists today, right? A future that replicates the harm that exists today. So ask yourself, in all of your relationships with your significant other, with your children, at work, in your churches, in your community groups, online, offline. I don't care how close those individuals may be to you. Have you created a situation, a welcoming and psychologically safe situation for them to change their minds safely, for them to maintain their own agency in regards to how they show up in the world and the consequences and accountability they're willing to accept. Yeah. And so I think I know I'm a person who changes my mind often, so I would be totally hypocritical if I didn't make space for someone else to change their mind on any given situation. Because that's where change comes from. That's how we grow. And if we're not allowing people to the space, the safety to do that, then we are standing in the way of the very progress we say we seek. Yeah. So until tomorrow, peace.